Hi YouTube! We recently reached 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys! Since we reached 1,000 subscribers, we decided to do a Q&A video.
I think we should start with introducing ourselves. Hi, my name is Lara Joy, and on this channel I'm using the nickname LJ. What about you?
My name is Hyungyu, and I'm using Q for my nickname. My age is 22?
No, 21.
21. That's international age actually.
Yeah.
But in Korea I'll be 22.
22? And so what's your birth year for everybody who's confused?
Yeah,
now?
so my birth year is 2000.
Okay. I only know my international age. Maybe you can say my Korean age.
Hmm?
My international age is 24, and I was born in 1997. What is my Korean age?
It would be 25.
25?
Yeah.
Okay. I see.
Yeah. But it looks like I'm 97 and she's 2000.
Write it down in the comments. Who of us looks younger?
I look like 30, right?
No. You don't. Okay, the next question is our height.
Our height.
Our height.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I am 177 centimeters tall.
I'm 170 centimeters tall. It looks like we are the same height when we are sitting though. Should I make my tip smaller?
Maybe my legs are longer than hers.
Maybe. Okay, the next question. Why did we name ourselves Honey Couple? What does the name mean?
So basically, the HU at the beginning stands for husky.
Husky, because
Husky.
that's my
A dog.
nickname from him. A dog, great. There were a lot of reasons for that. First of all,
Yeah.
because I have blue eyes. Second of all, because I like the cold weather and I'm from a northern region. So I think that's how we
Okay.
came to that. But that's just a joke, you know. But we just decided to go with
Yeah.
that. And then for you, what's your nickname?
It's bunny.
Bunny.
So the NY at the end,
Double
right?
N.
Double N
Bunny.
and then Y.
It's from bunny. So husky and then bunny is honey.
Yeah.
Honey couple. That's how the name was made. Why are you called bunny?
Well, because as you guys can see, my front teeth are quite big, you know.
Because of its front teeth.
Yeah.
The next question. Why did we make the channel? We started, I think the first things we uploaded were like vlogs from Germany, right? To show your family something from Germany, right?
Yeah.
How we are living there.
Yeah.
And then we uploaded a Korean video, right? Where you taught me Korean.
Yeah.
And after that, when I came to Korea, we decided to continue to mostly show my family in vlogs what it looks like here, our life here. So it's mostly for our families, I would say, but
Yeah.
we also like to do something fun for you guys. Okay, the next question, our MBTI.
MBTI.
Yeah.
My MBTI is ENTP.
The debater, right? Do you think that fits you?
Well, I think it kind of fits me, right?
Okay. My MBTI is INTJ. Do you think that fits me?
Yeah, it definitely fits me. Definitely.
Okay. Next question, real quick. Our zodiac sign. I'm a Virgo.
And I'm a Taurus.
My visa in Korea. I have an E6 visa, which is basically an entertainment visa. And I'm mostly doing some modeling jobs or film commercials, something like that.
Or also the drama shoots. Too.
Drama shoots, yeah, drama
right.
shoots. The next question, have we met each other's families?
Yeah, we have.
He even met my family before we were even officially a couple, right? You met almost everybody in my family.
Yeah.
And we celebrated Christmas together.
Your uncle and your cousin.
Everybody, yeah. How was it for you?
It was quite surprising actually. Like, it's not really common here to meet your family before becoming a couple in Korea. So I just went there and suddenly I was in her grandparents' house.
Because it was Christmas. And they were curious, to be honest.
I really.
Yeah, they were just curious.
Yeah, and but they were really nice. They were always hospitable to me.
Did you have any problem communicating with them?
Well, my German wasn't really perfect when I visited her for the first time, so
It was quite good.
yeah, I could
B1 level, right? About B1? A2, B1?
A2, yeah, when I visited Germany.
For the first time.
Yeah. But your uncle and your dad
Right.
speak English. So,
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
it wasn't a problem to me.
Okay.
What about you?
I met his family for the first time when I came here to Korea, and we were already a couple for 1.5 years, I think, right? We went hiking with your parents for the first time.
Right. Yeah.
After my quarantine was over, right?
Yeah, right away.
In the first month, something like that.
My dad was like, yeah, bring her to
Hiking.
Let's go hiking
I was a little bit worried because I'm not that sporty. It was quite good, and they were really nice and open, which I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, you already told me about that, but from what I've heard from Korean parents, you know what you hear.
Yeah.
So I was quite surprised. And then I also already met your grandma from your mom's side, right?
Yeah, yeah. She visited my grandma from my mom's
Yeah,
side.
she just invited me to her
Yeah.
house right away. And I also met your brother,
Yeah, my
your younger brother.
Yeah.
And then a few months later, I also met his other grandma.
Yeah.
And she was also really nice. And we went on a trip together recently.
Oh, right. With her and with my parents.
Family trip.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a good experience. And everybody is trying really hard to speak English to me. Or speak Korean like slowly so that I can understand it. So.
Yeah. But my parents speak English.
Yeah.
So it's not really a problem for you to communicate with them, right?
No, not at all.
There's a stereotype about Korean parents or Asian parents, you know,
Yeah.
that they are kind of closed to to foreigners, you know. But my parents are not at all like that.
No, not
They're
at
just
all. But
open.
they have been to America, right?
Yeah, but that's
And you,
true.
part of your family lives in America.
All right, that's true.
Lives in the US. Yeah, so
Yeah.
maybe that could be some like a part of the reason. But just in general, I think your parents are just really, really open. But that doesn't mean that every Korean parents would be like that. So
Yeah.
you should be
I
careful.
think my parents' case is quite rare. to
I've
be
never
honest.
heard of it like that extremely open, you know.
Yeah.
And also because they speak English well, I think.
Mm.
You know. The next question: what is our favorite season in Korea versus in Germany?
In Korea would be definitely fall.
Fall or autumn?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's also my favorite season
Yeah,
in Korea.
because the air quality gets the best in fall here. The temperature also gets quite cool,
Yeah.
like chilly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. After the hot summer, that's really
Yeah,
necessary.
it's like around 20 degrees here. It's the best here.
Yeah. What about spring? I mean, the temperature is also okay in spring, right?
So in spring, the air quality is quite bad here. Yeah, but-
There's a lot of fine dust, right?
Yeah, the fine dust. But the temperature is okay.
But in summer and winter, it's a no-go, right? It's
Definitely.
too hot and too cold, definitely. What about Germany?
Germany. I actually didn't.
You've seen every season, but
No,
besides summer.
Summer, yeah. I didn't see summer yet, so
Not
I'm
properly.
not sure. But it's similar all the time, I feel like around 10 degrees. Or in winter, yeah, in winter too, around 10 degrees.
No.
You don't think so?
No. Well, 10 would be quite high for winter, I think.
Or,
It's already 10 degrees now.
right? But I kind of feel like the weather in Germany is not that drastic, you know?
That's true.
Like, or dramatic.
I would also still say that autumn or fall is my favorite season in Germany.
Mm.
It's colder than in Korea, definitely, but still, I just prefer it the most.
Yeah, I also like the German weather too.
Next question. Favorite video game?
GTA, I guess?
GTA?
I also enjoyed playing Far Cry. So like those story-based games I like.
Yeah, me too, same. Uncharted.
Uncharted, yeah.
Uncharted
I also like.
was also quite good.
Mm.
I also really like Animal Crossing and Zelda. we played Stardew Valley together. Do you like Stardew? And Minecraft. That's what we played together.
Right.
Somebody asked, why don't we want to live in Germany instead of Korea? Because we are living in Korea right now, I guess.
Yeah.
Like why we are here. The overall reason why we are here at the moment is not because we prefer living in Korea over Germany. It's because of his university, actually.
Yeah. I have to finish my university like at least this year.
So that you can come together to Germany to study there, because that's our overall plan. So we actually prefer living in Germany over Korea for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
Which doesn't mean that living in Korea is bad, but for us personally, in this situation, it's the best.
Yeah.
The best choice, and also the cheaper or safer choice, I would say.
Yeah. It's definitely cheaper in Germany.
So we are actually planning to go back to Germany. Maybe next year, we'll see. What do we like most about Korea and Germany?
What I felt in Germany overall is that the people were really chill, like not busy at all. Because in Seoul here, I haven't experienced anything like that. People are just walking everywhere here, like running everywhere, something like that. Like they're always in a hurry for some reasons, you know, because it's a big city probably. But in Germany, people were they just walk really slow, and I haven't seen really.
Stressed out?
Yeah, like that kind of things. It's just more chill in general, like more relaxed. That's a really good thing about Germany, I think.
what I like most about living in Korea or in Seoul is that everything is really convenient. Like,
That's true.
if you want to go from A to B, you can just take the subway or the bus, and there are cheap options, not like in Germany.
Yeah, public transportation is really cheap here. Yeah.
Like sometimes in Germany, there's not even a public transportation option if you're not from big cities. And it can also be quite expensive, or because most Germans have their own cars, I feel like. So they would prefer to use that, but even that is not that cheap, so.
Yeah, the petrol is really expensive in Germany.
And also with the convenience that just supermarkets are open, like you can go to the convenience store 24/7, or I don't know, even some shopping you can do it late at night. Everything is open until quite late.
That's true.
And in Germany they open up really early and close quite early too, I would say. So yeah, something like that. Just convenience. Yeah, that's the best thing. Which countries would you like to visit in the future?
Oh, I want to visit everywhere, to be honest.
Like your top 3?
Top 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna only pick from Europe.
Okay.
I definitely want to visit Spain, Italy, and Norway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did you pick those 3 countries?
Those 2, Spain and Italy, just I heard that it's really the architecture and the food in Italy are really good. Yeah, and the sea and everything, like those atmosphere.
What about Norway? Why Norway?
Those mountains and those fjords, they seem really nice. They seem really cool from the pictures. So
I see.
I'm just curious about that.
For me, top 3. Japan. I want to visit Japan. Greece, because I haven't been there. And I would say also Italy.
Italy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the architecture too.
I see.
And Greece and Italy mostly because of the food, obviously. Yeah, food and architecture, and they just have such interesting like background stories too, those countries, you know,
Yeah,
especially
that's true.
Greece
Yeah.
and Japan, because I'm just curious. Next question. Our favorite places in Korea and Germany. Like where we would recommend to visit.
Seoul, definitely. Because it's a really
But
big...
where in Seoul? Do you have like some recommendation?
Where in Seoul? Just...
I think those palaces, if you're a tourist, you should visit those palaces.
In the center of Seoul, there are a lot of palaces like that. Or in Jamsil, it's a really modern area.
Well, Olympic Park.
Yeah, in that area. In Jamsil area, there are a lot of cool new things, like newly developed things, like a tower. Like there's also a big tower.
Right, the Lotte Tower.
Yeah. Just you gotta visit Seoul definitely if you're visiting Korea. The East Sea or Jeju Island, maybe. Especially in Jeju Island, like the terrain there again is quite different from Korea. It looks more tropical there, and I think that's quite kind of cool.
Okay. Germany. That's a really good question. Actually, I haven't been to the south in Germany.
Well, I have.
You have, so maybe you should talk about the south. From the cities that I could recommend, because I visited a lot of cities. You know, those big cities, Berlin, Hamburg, and maybe Munich. Like those 3 are like the top that you should visit, and they definitely look different.
Yeah, I visited München, Munich, and Dresden. Yeah, and they were really pretty. I definitely want to recommend that to you guys. And there are also really cool old castles. You know, they really look pretty.
Our favorite TV shows, or maybe something that we watched together. I think something that we both watched and also then continue to watch together is La Casa de Papel, Money Heist, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
But we watched it separately. But still, that's one of our favorites. What else?
But we recently finished Squid Game.
Squid Game. Squid Game was also.
It was quite good. Yeah.
We also watched Vagabond. That was also quite good.
Sky Castle.
Sky Castle.
Sky
Castle is a must watch.
It shows that the Korean society really like the reality of the education system. It criticized that. So I recommend that.
Yeah, that's what we can recommend.
Yeah.
Our favorite Korean and German foods. So your favorite German foods, my favorite Korean foods.
Okay. German food overall is quite good for me because I really like meat.
Because of that. Meat every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have really nice sausages, as you guys all know probably. Sausages, hams, or schnitzel. And there's also a stew called Eintopf. That's also really good. And a lot of different bread, basically. Potato bread.
Potato bread?
Yeah, that was really good.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Korean food overall. I couldn't try like a lot of Korean foods, to be honest, because of my gluten allergy or gluten intolerance. But the ones that I tried that I can eat that I like. So definitely the Korean barbecue, because I'm German and I love barbecue.
Meat again.
Meat? The Korean barbecue is really good, but which parts did I like? I don't like those fatty parts.
Like samgyeopsal.
I don't like that.
Yeah, she doesn't like that.
And they had a soup with that I also really liked. In that one
아,
restaurant.
된장찌개.
Oh, okay, that one. I like that one. I like most of the soups, I think. Most, if they are not, I don't like seafood either. So. 찜닭?
아, 찜닭. Yeah.
찜닭?
찜닭. 떡볶이.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah, she likes 떡볶이.
Yeah. So those 3 or 4. Yeah. Which languages do we speak, and which ones would we like to learn in the future, maybe?
I speak Korean, English, and German. That's all. Or a little bit of Chinese, maybe, but.
And that you learned in school?
Yeah.
Okay.
But just maybe saying sorry or something like that.
For me, I speak German, English, a little bit of French that I learned in school, a little bit of Spanish, and I can understand Korean quite well, but I can't really speak. So, which languages would you like to learn in the future, maybe? Which one are you like curious
I
about?
just wanna.
If you had time to learn it.
I gotta be perfect with German first. I think.
Okay. What would you choose after that?
Spanish, maybe.
Spanish?
It sounds quite cool.
Okay. Yeah, I think I should work on French, Spanish, and Korean. But besides that, I also like Italian and Japanese. Okay, the next question. What is your goal for the future?
My personal goal is just to travel as much as I can. I just want to experience the whole world. And
I think that's our goal together, right?
yeah, probably we can do it together. Right?
Next question. What is your dream job?
My dream job
Yeah.
is a documentary photographer.
Okay. You're studying photography right now, right?
Yeah.
And you'll probably continue studying that in Germany, right?
Probably. Yeah.
Documentary photography. And photojournalism.
Yeah, photojournalism too. I can also be a journalist. That also looks really cool.
Okay.
What about you?
My dream job would be to work in the crime department of the police
Oh,
in Germany.
that sounds cool.
Another question. When will you get married? First of all, we are quite young now. He's 21 and I'm 24. Second of all, I think we want to finish university first and then see. But obviously, that would be better for us to stay together because of the visa.
Ah, right.
So we definitely have to think about that. Maybe earlier than other couples, but that's in the future. So that was our Q&A video. If you still have any question, you can put them in the comments down below. And please like the video and subscribe if you liked it.
Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yeah. Bye bye.